So I'm recording my pool tile fix. My pool tile cracked. Up front here, I'm not a tile person. I'm not an expert at tile. I watch a lot of YouTube, so if that makes me an expert, I guess I am. But I did a lot of siliconing in my bathrooms. So I think I'm an expert at silicone, but you're not really supposed to be using it for tile, but I don't feel comfortable using thin set and grout. And we had a pool redone, and clearly the experts don't know what they're doing either, because this tile here cracked on us. We had a lot of rain over the winter, so maybe that had something to do with it. It seems to be blowing out a little bit. So I decided to go ahead and use silicone because it's water resistant and flexible. But the problem is I need to color match my grout. Or I'd like to color match my grout. So I found out they have different colors of silicone, but not the exact color. So mine's a brown color here. They had some gray, light gray, and then some dark brown. Anyway, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm just showing the video on how I did this. Again, I'm not an expert on anything. The results could have been better, but I'm satisfied with it. Hopefully it holds up. So there are some pool guys doing some tile repair that have done this with silicone, but they're calling it a temporary repair. But I think they're saying it's temporary because it's not the normal way to do it. It's not the industry standard, let's say. So, but it's my house and my pool, so I'm going to try it out. So here we go. Now I've got the two colors. I'm using them on the back, which doesn't make any difference, but I'm trying to use up the two tubes I've got. And I'm trying to keep half a tube left over for mixing and color matching. This dark brown silicone is very messy. My tiles are also very porous. I originally chose a black colored grout. I thought it was going to be kind of artsy-fartsy, but when the pool guys put it in, the black pigment, those little flakes got inside the tile and they couldn't clean the tile off, so they had to start over. About 20% of the pool had to get redone. Didn't quite mix it enough, and then it was still too dark. So this silicone, I believe, is the higher end. I think it's GE silicone. I'll show it at the end if I can find the picture I took. Hopefully it lasts. Very messy. I probably should have just stuck with the light gray. I'm going to eventually sprinkle some colorized grout onto the silicone to help get rid of the shine and to also help it get a little bit of a better color match. Here's the grout. It's the grout without sand in it, so it's very fine. I took my little tire pump, battery operated Ryobi. I really love that tool, and tried to blow it onto the silicone before it dries. I want to stick some of this color onto it. I don't want to push it onto the silicone, but I just want a light coat just to help change the color a little bit. I got lazy here. I'm just putting the gray up on top. You can't see it. It's probably what I should have just done, used the gray and then sprinkled on a more matching grout on top of it. This gray gets pretty close to the tile color. My concern was with silicone is it's kind of shiny when it dries. So I didn't want that. I think it would be too noticeable. Of course, I didn't want to use white or clear. I didn't know they had colorized silicone, so I was happy to see that at Home Depot. So if you have porous tile, I've got the fake stone look. Very porous, so you got to be very careful what you're putting on that tile because it's very hard to get off. This tile is 3 years old, so it doesn't have to be perfect because the tile is not perfectly matched anymore either because it's 3 years old. The grout's kind of worn out. UV, I guess, faded it a little bit. And this dusting of grout onto the silicone, I don't know how long that's going to last. It's kind of a super thin coating, so as long as it keeps the silicone from being really shiny, I think it's worth it. So there's almost the final. There's a kind of this tile did not go back in place like it was. There's an extra tile I had for trying to color match. So this is the crack. So this was an L-shaped tile. I have some extra tiles, but I didn't want to make, this piece all over again. So I'm using the gray to join the two pieces together because that's not a normal grout line. So not only do I not know what I'm doing, I'm kind of on the lazy side. So I know you professional tile people out there are going to cringe at all this. But I think it'll be functional with the silicone being very water resistant, especially at in this situation where it's getting damaged. We'll probably still have issues with water, whatever the problem was in the future, if I used regular thin set and grout. This is the next day. I'm going to wash it all down. I sprinkled some more grout on top of that gray silicone I just put on. Washing it off. Could have been better, but I'm satisfied with it. Thank you for watching.